Hey everybody, it's me, Zhanae Janae, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And this is going to be another video that is part of my Building Good Habits section of my vlogging. So today, you guys, this video is going to be me getting into it about releasing perfectionism. And you guys, the fact that I'm even doing this video itself, for me, is a very big step in my life. And recently, me being more forthcoming with different vlogs and a little bit more of a steady basis has really been a part of me releasing perfectionism, because y'all, the old me would not have come on camera for real if, no, I'm lying, y'all, I'm lying. Because I've always kind of been able to come on camera talking my shit regardless, like I don't even really care. But what I'm talking about is in the sense of, I was always like a high achieving kid, and I was like A, B, on a roll, like stuff like that. So for the longest, y'all, I've always just known to strive for perfection, and the pipeline that goes from being like high achieving, on a roll kind of kid to feeling like a crash out is like, I don't know if a whole lot of people can resonate with that, but I'm definitely experiencing that in my early adulthood, because I'm so used to being high achieving, and then if I'm not fitting the standards that I feel like I've placed upon myself, then like mentally I'm going through it. And the best way that you can deal with that and build the good habit of releasing perfectionism is to allow yourself to show up and be okay with showing up and not having it all together, showing up at random stages in your life. I've always been a pretty transparent person, but I'm learning that being transparent or being somebody that is, being somebody that's like honest about kind of what you're going through in life doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to get down to every deep nitty-gritty part of what you go through in life. So I've learned, y'all, that everything ain't y'all business. But what I have revealed to y'all was for good purpose anyway, right? So right now I'm in a part of my life where I have learned not only that, but I've learned a lot about myself. I've been separating myself from achievements. So I'm not just seeing myself as what can I achieve, but I'm starting to see myself as more of a person. And I feel like that's the biggest gift of grace that I could have given myself, because kind of putting myself into this robot-like mindset of I have to get this done, checklist. It helps me to achieve stuff, but it makes me kind of be hard on myself if I don't get things done in the timeline that I want, if I don't get things done exactly how I want, and if things don't get done like the way that I want it. Y'all, I'm kind of rambling, but either way, I do feel like the biggest thing for me to go ahead and release that is me just showing up, and showing up as often as I can, and showing up even when I want to procrastinate, or even when I'm not feeling like it, even when I'm like, no, it's not going to be good, it's not to my standards, and my standards are unearthly standards sometimes, and I gotta be honest with myself and give myself a break. So I remember during the time where I was living in my car, I was literally just posting from my phone in my car. There was no speakers, there was no extra good lighting, there wasn't like anything that I have now, right? So I had to sit and ask myself, like, why am I giving myself such a hard time when literally I launched my podcast in the midst of living in my car? I was okay with posting videos, just regular vlogs from my phone opposed to a camera. Why can't I come with that same steadiness? Because now I'm in a better space in my life. Like, why am I, basically, I'm stunting my own growth by trying to give myself this idea that things have to now be perfect when people loved me at the imperfect, right? So I have to be willing to love me at the imperfect. And right now, this is me at imperfect, y'all. I literally just have a desktop ring light holding my phone up, And I do have cameras and stuff now, but I have to get my laptop. I'm reading a notification. I have to get my laptop so I can figure everything out along the stage of really recording for a camera and SD cards and all that different stuff like that. So I've realized that I kind of cripple myself at times by saying, oh, I need to perfect it, and then I'll release it. But within that time that I could have been working on perfecting it and still releasing the imperfect thing, I've actually stunted my growth and taken out a gap of actual progress and just putting stuff out and letting people resonate with what I already have. So I think sometimes perfectionism is really just something to stand on for people to be able to procrastinate a little bit. It's like, oh, if I don't have it all the way together, then I shouldn't put it out for right now, and And I've realized that there's a few people that I know, including myself, that is just gonna put you in a bad space. And if I really wanna get to where I need to go in life, especially with my vlogging, especially with my content, stuff like that, then I have to meet y'all where I'm at. And y'all gotta just love me for where I'm at. And y'all have loved me before. I've gotten great comments. I also do realize a piece of me not releasing things is me trying to get rid of potential negative comments. And I get negative comments regardless. So like, I'll see them every now and then, I'll delete them or I'll just ignore them. But I think part of me not wanting to fully put myself out there is not wanting to have to deal with that onslaught of negative comments. And I have to be honest with myself and y'all that I've been avoiding that shit for years, because I have been well known before, but I felt like there was no purpose to my popularity. So I'm not a person that's really a big fan of just being popular and there not being a purpose behind it, like there not being any real meaning behind it. Like, I've always been into beauty content and I've always loved to do makeup. Like, at one point I was a makeup artist. Could go right back to being a makeup artist right now if I wanted to, but I've just been kind of moving and shaking with life, so I haven't really been able to be steady with that. But I definitely, my content that I've always wanted to release was in the makeup industry, was in the beauty industry, was in the fashion industry. But I just ended up releasing more life type things because, and I did that when I was younger too, but life type things because I was like, right now I'm having it hard in life, and for me personally, it's been hard for me to still show up with a smile on my face while I'm going through shit behind the scenes. And it doesn't always have to be everybody's business, but I chose to let like people in on that part of me because I know there are other people going through shit. Like, I have met people after I released all of that information that told me that they was going through shit, and they're glad that I released it because they was going through shit, and it helped them realize that other people are going through shit. So I'm glad in what that could do for people, and I do still want to be open and honest and help people through with stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out how exactly to navigate that space of being a mental health kind of figure and trying to help y'all, because I never want to be a hypocrite, and I'm never going to tell y'all, oh, I've healed all of my mental health issues. I've healed from all of my depression. I've healed from all of it, and it'll never be here no more. Ooh. No, that's not realistic, y'all. Like, every now and then I do get sad. Keep in mind, I'm only 24, so I'm trying to figure out where exactly I want to be at in life, what all of me navigating life will look like truly for me, and I'm doing my best, you know, like. And it's hit me at different periods of my life that I need to go easier on myself because I am experiencing a little bit of grief. So grief has rattled me and shaken me in so many different spaces. And I think even in part with that, that's to help me to release some of that perfectionism, because I'm realizing like our time on earth is limited, or people's idea of what limited is, but our time on earth is limited, so you have to show up regardless. You don't want to stop yourself from achieving things in life because you're like, oh, it's not ready yet, it's not ready yet, it's not ready yet, or you're beating yourself up, or you're like, oh, I'm too scared, I can't. Like, a lot of things that I've done in my life have been me doing it afraid. And if I hadn't done so many different things afraid, then I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I need to learn. So with me getting older, and I feel like I age so much within the span of like 1 year or a few months a lot of the time. So I'll be feeling so much older than I actually am. And people always be like, I thought you were way older than that. But no. I definitely feel like me learning those things within whatever spans of time has made me be like, stop being a pussy and just start putting stuff out. Like, it is what it is. And as I'm learning the process, I guess I'll let you guys in on me learning the process, because even still, that's something to put out, opposed to just sitting on my hands and like, oh, I'm not gonna put it out. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. I'm not doing that to myself no more. And I've been seeing a few posts where it's like, you're doing the world a disservice by not being who you need to be, because you're withholding the light that you have for the world. And I want to stop withholding my light, y'all. I've had people tell me how they've been inspired and how I've helped and stuff like that. And God willing, God give me the strength. I'm always praying, God give me the strength and the courage to keep showing up and be able to deal with it. Because I was dealing with it when I was younger, but I wasn't really dealing with it mentally, like all the negativity or what comes with it. But y'all, I really hate being known. I dislike it, but it's like, I know it's within me, or it's part of my purpose to be known. And the goals that I have set on my life, I have to be known. Like, I can't be a secret and be successful. It's just like, it doesn't work out. So might have to pursue a different career if I want to be a secret and successful. So I'm just trying to figure it out, y'all. Honestly, I've just really been fighting against myself with being known and perceived, while also wanting to help people. So I'm trying to work on it, y'all. Please forgive me. But you have to you gotta just do it. You gotta just do it. You gotta just do it. You gotta just jump on what you know you're supposed to be doing and live in that light and in that opportunity. Because there we go. That was just dropping. Live in that light and that opportunity that you know you're supposed to receive. And you have to be open to receiving whatever it is for you. Because y'all have had to pray about this. God, just give me the strength to be able to accept whatever comes with what I would like for life and what my destiny is. And that is not always going to be positive. It's not always going to be met with people being positive to me. And I have to be okay with that. But it's made me be my most productive by not trying to be perfect. So we're working our way there, y'all. And I will see you in the next video. Love you to pieces.